Yeah, I mean, I view it as a good opportunity for real, man. I'm excited that he came here, at Ohio State, and I'm thankful that God led me to welcome him in as a brother, and to love on him, and to to treat him with respect as I should, and of course, the human element when you hear something like that, you expect jealousy to creep up in your heart, hatred or envy, between him or the coaches, but that's not the kind of guy God has called me to be, and so God has called me to love him and to help him, and so that's what I'm gonna do.
Trey, even in high school, you were really open to that idea of sharing a backfield with somebody. What's the benefit of having someone else who can maybe take some of the load off?
I feel like it's good. Of course, when you're that guy and taking a lot of the reps, of course you get tired and those things like that. But having another fresh back comes in like Quinshawn, and of course we got James, Dallin, Sam, all those guys. The young guys, can also come in and play also.
When you're a freshman, James and Sam,
Both of those guys are they had a great winter training, and I think they're really mature. That's one thing I respect about the freshman class is how mature they are and how they're on top of their business, and I think they got a good opportunity to do something special here.
Trey, what went out in your decision to come back? Like, what was the biggest factor that also brought you back here to Columbus?
Really just understanding that God called me back here to do something much bigger than football, and that's to continue to lead people to him and bring glory to his name. So
Trey, when did you make that decision?
made that decision after the Missouri game. And so before the Missouri game, I was actually leaning on leaving. So I was eventually supposed to leave, and I was praying on it and things like that. But, man, God rescued me in that decision. I'm so thankful that he rescued me in that decision because physically was I ready to go to the league, but just spiritually, my relationship with the Lord and, where I'm at with him, it's just I wasn't ready yet. And it's more I still needed to go through here. And so, yeah, man, after, he led me to play in the game, I was just questioning, brung that to him, should I play, should I not, because I was still making that decision. And I felt like during that time, he was leading me to leave out, but that's not what he was doing. I was just confused. The enemy was attacking me at the time. And so I just kept praying on it, and I felt like one day that he led me to play in the game. It just felt right in my heart. And so that's when I played in the game, and I just like, man, okay, he wants me to play in the game. And then after, I'm going to go on. I had my shoot. Everything was booked, for me to go to the league, like the training and all that. And it just after, as I was going through the game, I was down there in Texas, man. It's just like, man, just being around my teammates, it just amazed me. It's just something in my heart felt like it wasn't right. And I had a lot of talks with my teammates, G. Scott and Xavier, and I was just telling them, how I feel. And it's crazy because me and G, we was playing the game a lot during that time too, before we went up there. And when I would hear him on the mic, like he always wanted to tell me something because we talk about we encourage each other, on our walk with the Lord. And I was always hearing like, man, I want to tell you something, but I'm gonna wait. And it's crazy, how perfect God's timing is, because I felt like during that time, I would not have listened to him if he would have told me this. And so after the game, after we lost, of course I'm a little frustrated. We went out the way it did, and I felt like, man, this was God showing me that it's time to go. But I was looking at it the wrong way. Like I said, the enemy was just attacking me at that moment. And then G, he finally spoke up, and Xavier, he was like, man, I've been wanting to tell you this, but don't look at it from, the benefits in the lead and things like that. Look at it from a spiritual standpoint. Where can you see yourself going closer to the Lord? And when he said that, I'm just like, man, like it made so much sense how the enemy was attacking me during that process and trying to get me to go to the lead, because, man, I would have been – shoot, man, I just, like, my dreams was right there, the lead. That's what I've been working for as a little kid, but, that wasn't where God was leading me to. And I'm so thankful that, God rescued me in that decision and led me back here, and to help me understand, man, that, he's finna help me do something much bigger than just football, and that's to continue to lead people to him, and that's most important to me.
What's the like he spoke to you through them?
Yeah, I feel like he used G, at just the right time. God's timing is always perfect at just the right time. And he's so faithful. He rescued me in that decision, because the enemy, he was confusing me. And it's crazy because I came back to Columbus. Like, I was supposed to go to training and everything, but I came back to Columbus. I just felt like the Lord led me back to Columbus to really continue to pray on it and continue to seek him through it. And I went to church that day, and I'm still I still have my heart on leaving. And I went to church. It was going into New Year's, and I'm there, and the pastor, he had a sermon. I feel like God was using the pastor too to speak to me to get this message across to me. And literally, man, I'm in the service, man, and it's just like, man, it's just so crazy, man. And just like the Lord put on my heart, like he was just telling me, like, this is where I need you to be, right here. This is where you should be. And I told G, like, in the middle of the church service, I'm like, man, I'm coming back, man. I'm coming back. And it's just
Was it tears? What did it bring emotion-wise? What did it bring you in the middle of that service?
shoot, man. Man, it wasn't tears, man. I be trying to cry. I be feeling like I should be crying, but man, it wasn't tears, man. It was just so much joy, man. So like this weight lifted off my shoulders, man. When I should have just been given that, that burden to the Lord, man, and He would have took it away from me at the beginning of the time. But I was just carrying on all that burden when I didn't have to, man. But man, He's so faithful, man, and at just the right time, man, He removed that burden, as I continue to seek Him, man, and He just helped me so much in this decision. I'm so thankful that I'm back here.
What's the difficulty in that level of a decision? Quite frankly, the NFL is actively devaluing the position you play.
Yeah.
So you have to weigh that when you're trying to make a decision. Like you said, you were basically out the door and you had to flip that decision. What's the difficulty in deciding to come back when you do see what's happening in the NFL position you play?
I say, that's what really, all the talk was as I was making this process. The running backs getting treated this way, the money in the lead, where would the money be better and things like that. And it's just like, that's just, man, it was really just the enemy trying to confuse me, because getting me to worry about those worldly things when that really didn't matter. It's my relationship with the Lord that truly matters. And it just was so clear that I was just worried about the wrong things, listening to other people and their opinions and their beliefs. And when everyone was telling me no, God was telling me yes, stay right here. And so I'm so thankful that, God helped me to keep my eyes, on Him and continue to lead me the right way. And I feel like just from that, from going through that process, it's just, man, He's allowed me to experience and grow so much from it. And so, yeah.
Everybody's decision in your class is different, influenced by different things. You talked about your process. It's really cool. Jack talks about being in Ohio State and wanting to get things fixed on the field and win the rivalry and all those things. How much of that, for you guys who've been here now 4 years, the on-field part, I know was not the primary factor for you, but I'm sure that when you guys all talked together and collectively decided to come back,
Yeah.
that had to be some element of conversation in the locker room.
Yeah, it was definitely some brung up, the topic of just coming back to beat the team up north, win a Big Ten and win a national championship. But like I said, like, God just kept reminding me that, I feel like He's ready to do something much greater than than what we're trying to do. Like, man, He's ready to continue to change lives here on this team, and shoot, not just players but coaches and staffs, man. I see it, how much these coaches are growing, man, and becoming better men, and just all of us, as a team, man. It's just amazing to me how God is growing through this team, and I feel like, it's just ready to carry on a long way, just out, not even just inside the Woody, but shoot, outside, man. And it's just, I'm excited to see it. Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. I don't really keep up with like all the coaches and stuff, where they came from. But I heard his background, and I do remember him being at Oregon when I used to play NCAA and stuff like that when it was made. But but yeah, man, I think it's good. What he's doing and what he's adding, to this team, the value he's adding. I think it's gonna be exciting, and I can't wait to get coached up by him, and I feel like, man, it's going to be amazing to see.
What did you think of those Oregon offenses? 'Cause you were really
Yeah. Shoot, all I saw was touchdowns, so if that's what I saw, that's probably what it might be. Shoot, who knows? But yeah, I think it's going to be an explosive offense, as it always been. But of course, we had a couple of setbacks then and there. But I feel like that's definitely going to show this. That's what we're going to work hard to try to show. Yeah.
Just curious, did you experience any of the hate, any of the harassment, things like that online from fans and bettors that they're trying to stop with these new regulations? So, what do you think that this
I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even know too much about that because I really don't pay attention to most of that stuff. And plus the like the hate and stuff like that. You know, I don't really see those stuff either because I don't go looking for it. And so
Being upset because you didn't get a certain number of yards.
yeah. But you know, I kind of see how it goes against other players, but I never saw it against me because I think, you know, I don't seek those things. I only seek, you know, only live my life to please the Lord. And so that's why when I get on social media, you know, turn my comments and stuff off, that's because, you know, it doesn't matter what anybody has to say about me. All that matters is what the Lord says. And so that's what I try to live by.
All right, Trev. Yeah, thank you, buddy.
Yep. Thank you all. Appreciate y'all.